Your phone vibrates. Without even thinking, your hand reaches for it. You unlock the screen. A message. Maybe it's important, maybe it isn't, but somehow you still check. When was the last time you ignored a notification, not because you were busy, but because you simply chose not to? Most people can't remember. Not because they're addicted to their phones, because they've been trained to believe that every notification deserves immediate attention. Imagine this. It's Saturday morning. You finally have a few quiet hours to yourself. You make a cup of coffee, you sit by the window. For the first time all week, your mind starts to slow down. Then, buzz. A coworker asks a quick question. You answer. 30 seconds later, buzz. A friend sends you a funny video. You react. A minute later, buzz. Your family group chat lights up. You reply again. None of these messages are emergencies. None of them are life-changing. Yet somehow, the peaceful morning you were looking forward to has disappeared. Not because someone took it away, because your attention left one tiny piece at a time. Most people think attention disappears all at once. It doesn't. It leaks. One notification, one reply, one interruption. Until the day feels strangely exhausting, even though nothing particularly difficult happened. Your phone isn't actually the main character in this story. Your brain is. Every time your phone lights up, your brain faces a question. What if this matters? That single question is powerful because your brain hates uncertainty. It would rather interrupt your focus than risk missing something important.
Thousands of years ago, that instinct helped humans survive. Missing a warning could be dangerous. Missing an opportunity could mean going hungry. Today, the danger isn't a predator hiding in the bushes. It's a tiny glowing rectangle sitting in your pocket. Yet your brain often reacts as if both deserve the same level of urgency. Your ancient survival system is responding to a group chat the same way it once responded to potential danger. But that's only half the story. The really surprising part isn't why you check your phone. It's what happens after everyone around you learns that you'll always answer. Without realizing it, you've started teaching people something, that you're always available. At first, that feels like a compliment. People trust you. People depend on you. People know you'll respond. It feels good. It feels responsible. It even feels kind. But every behavior teaches other people what they should expect from us. The first few times you reply within seconds, people appreciate it. After the 100th time, they stop appreciating it. They start expecting it. And expectations have a strange habit. Once they're created, they quietly replace gratitude. One day, you're in the middle of dinner. Your phone buzzes. This time, you don't answer. 5 minutes pass. Then another message arrives. Everything okay? An hour later, did you see my text? By tomorrow morning, are you ignoring me? Nothing actually happened. You simply waited before replying. Yet somehow, your silence became louder than all the times you answered instantly. Because expectations are invisible. You don't notice them while they're being built. You only notice them when you stop meeting them.
The psychology behind the habit. Imagine your brain as a prediction machine. Every second of every day, it's trying to answer one simple question. What happens next? You turn a doorknob. The door opens. You flip a light switch. The room gets brighter. Your brain loves predictable patterns. They save energy. But notifications are different. Every vibration is a mystery. It could be good news, a compliment, an opportunity, a funny meme from a friend, or absolutely nothing important. And that's exactly what makes it so powerful. Your brain doesn't know what's waiting on the other side of the screen. Think about watching a mystery movie. If someone paused it right before the ending, you'd probably feel uncomfortable. Notifications create that same feeling.
a tiny unanswered question, and your brain loves closing unanswered questions. That's why ignoring a notification can feel surprisingly difficult, not because the message is important, but because the uncertainty is. The message itself isn't what trains your brain. The habit of checking is. Every time you stop what you're doing to look at your phone, your brain learns a simple lesson. When I hear that sound, I should pay attention. Repeat that hundreds of times, thousands of times, and eventually you don't even make a conscious decision anymore. Your hand moves before your mind does. Have you ever unlocked your phone, opened one app, then completely forgotten why you picked it up? Almost everyone has. That's what habits look like. They're so automatic that they happen without permission. But the real cost isn't just the habit, it's what the habit steals from you. Imagine trying to read a book. Just as you reach an interesting chapter, buzz. You answer a message, then you go back to reading. But your attention doesn't work like a light switch. You can't instantly jump back to the same level of focus. Your brain has to rebuild it again and again and again. And by the end of the day, you feel mentally tired, not because you worked harder, because your focus was constantly being broken into smaller and smaller pieces. It's like trying to fill a bucket with water while tiny holes keep appearing in the bottom. No single hole seems like a problem, but together they empty the bucket. And while your brain is busy reacting to everyone else's priorities, something unexpected begins to happen. Your own priorities slowly move to the bottom of the list. That project you wanted to finish, the book you wanted to read, the walk you promised yourself, the quiet moment you desperately needed. They all get pushed aside, not because you didn't care, but because your attention was borrowed, one notification at a time. Most people believe being constantly available makes them more productive, more helpful, more connected. But sometimes it quietly does the opposite. It leaves you feeling busy without feeling accomplished, connected without feeling peaceful, responsive without feeling peaceful. Let's imagine two friends. The first friend replies within 30 seconds, every message, every day, no matter what they're doing. The second friend replies when they have the time and attention to be fully present. Neither person is rude, neither person is uncaring. They simply have different habits. Now, fast forward 6 months. Something interesting has happened. The first friend's quick replies no longer surprise anyone. People expect them. If a response takes an hour instead of a minute, questions begin to appear. Psychologists have long observed that people adapt to consistent experiences. What feels special at first often becomes normal over time. It's called adaptation. Think about your favorite song. The first time you heard it, it gave you chills. After the 100th time, it still sounds good, but it doesn't feel quite as magical. When you're always available, your effort slowly becomes invisible. Not because people stop caring about you, because human brains naturally adapt to what becomes predictable. You believe you're earning appreciation. Meanwhile, expectations quietly replace appreciation. Healthy relationships don't grow because people are available every second. They grow because people trust each other. Trust says they'll reply when they can. Fear says they haven't replied, something must be wrong. Those are two completely different relationships. One is built on confidence, the other is built on constant reassurance. And reassurance is a difficult habit to satisfy, because once people become dependent on immediate responses, the silence itself starts creating stories. But here's the good news. You can change the pattern. Not by disappearing, not by ignoring people, not by pretending you don't care, simply by becoming intentional with your attention. The next time your phone vibrates, pause, just for 3 seconds. Ask yourself one question. Does this need my attention right now? Not can I answer, not will they be upset, just does this deserve my attention in this moment? That tiny pause gives your brain something it rarely gets, a choice. because attention is one of the few resources you can never earn back. You can make more money, you can replace possessions, you can recover from mistakes, but every moment of attention you spend is gone forever. That's why protecting it isn't selfish, it's responsible. Think about the people you admire most, the teacher who truly listened to you, the friend who made you feel heard, the family member who put their phone away during dinner. What made those moments meaningful? It wasn't speed, it was presence. Real attention has become rare, and rare things become valuable. Maybe the goal isn't to answer everyone faster. Maybe the goal is to be fully present when you do answer. A thoughtful response tomorrow is often more valuable than a distracted response today. Your phone asks for your attention. The world competes for your attention, but only you get to decide where your attention belongs. Every notification is a request. It is not a command. And once you understand that, you stop reacting automatically. You start choosing intentionally. That choice may seem small, but over weeks, months, and years, it shapes your focus, your relationships, your peace of mind, and ultimately, the kind of life you build.
So the next time your phone lights up, don't reach for it automatically. Take one slow breath. Smile. And remember, the people who truly value you won't measure your kindness by how quickly you reply. They'll measure it by how genuinely you're present when you do. If you enjoyed exploring the hidden psychology behind everyday life, you're exactly who Mind Frontier is for. Subscribe, and every week we'll uncover another invisible pattern shaping the way you think, feel, and live. Because the greatest frontier you'll ever explore is the one inside your own mind. I'll see you in the next video.